Hi everyone, welcome back to our maths classes with a new topic, problem solving with areas. Another topic in our revision booklet. So let's get started. So problem solving as far as GCSE Maths is concerned usually has two key features. A question is given as a real life scenario. For example, a Bob is painting a bedroom in his house, and there is normally more than one topic of maths you'll need in order to answer the questions. Example, area and percentage. Now, area is commonly used topics of maths in the real world actually, like laying a carpet, okay, or painting a house, or probably you're designing a sports field, or you may be planning to build a patio, or decking. All involve areas. Also, doing each these things has a cost. So a lot of area problems involve calculation and money. So to solve problems solving questions, it is important to understand the problem and identifying the key information and requirements. Break down the problem into smaller, manageable steps, using logic and critical thinking to devise a plan or strategy to solve the problem. Use relevant formula, theorems, and tools to solve the problem, and carefully check your work for errors or mistakes. After that, you should communicate your solution clearly and explain your reasoning. It is also helpful to practice solving similar types of problems and to stay familiar with the relevant maths and problem solving strategies. So to understand all these points, let's take this worked example. In this work example, we have a pond and a path around a pond. The pond is in the shape of the rectangle with the length 7 meter and the width is 4 meter. Now the path is also 3 meter wide in all direction. Now Ali is thinking to cover the path with the gravels. But one bag of gravel can only cover 10 meters square of the path. Now how many bags of gravel does he needs? And you must show your working while answering these type of questions. So let's understand the total area of a brown path. So it is 13 meter, as I have added the sides of the path also along with the pond's length, and similarly for my width. So the answer will be the area for the brown rectangle, which is 13 times 10, is going to be 130 meter square, and the area of the pond is going to be 7 times 4 meter 4, which is 28 meter square. Now to understand the total area which Ali is going to cover with the gravel, I will minus 28 from 130, and the answer will be 102 meter square. Now to understand how much, how many bags does he need, so what I'll do, the number of bags is equal to 102, the area of a path, divided by the meter square per bag can cover, which is 10. So the answer will be 10.2 bags. As 0.2 is still going above 10, so I will take it to the 11 bags which he needs to complete the path by laying these gravels on the path. Let's understand more about this problem solving area with Mr. Weaver's story. Mr. Weaver is, he is a very happy man, and he has a beautiful garden in the shape of a rectangle. In the middle of the garden, there was a patio, also in the shape of the rectangle, and there were two ponds in the shape of the circle, whose diameter is 3.8 meter. The rest of the garden was covered with the lush green grass. Now, Mr. Weaver was determined to make his garden even more beautiful. So what he did, he wanted to actually spread a fertilizer all over his garden, just to understand how much the garden fertilizer is going to cost. He knew that the one bag of the fertilizer can only cover 25 meters square of the garden. So he needed to figure out how many boxes of fertilizer he need to buy. Now the garden is measured in 9.5 in the length and 17 meter in the width. So what he did, he needs to understand his width of the patio as well, which is 2.8 meter. Now what he did, he has started calculating the area of the grass by subtracting the area of the patio and two ponds from the total area of the garden. So to understand the total area of the garden, first we need to understand the total area of the whole rectangular garden along with the patio, which is length time width. So the answer will be 9.5 times 17 is 161.5 meters square. Now after doing this, we need to understand what will be the area of the patio. So patio's area will be 9.5 times 2.8 is going to give me 26.6 meters square. And that's my area of the patio. So now I understand the area of these two. Now I need to understand the area of my pond, and I have two ponds here. So area of one pond will be pi r square, which is pi times 1.9 square, and the answer will be 11.34, or you can say the whole. Now this is the area of one pond only. As he has two ponds, I need to multiply the answer with 2, and the answer will be, for the two ponds, 22.68229896 meters square. Now to understand the area of the grass which he is going to cover with the fertilizer, what he has to do, he has to minus area of the patio and area of two ponds from the area of a bigger rectangle, which is our garden, the entire garden. The answer will be something 112.217701 meters square. Now to understand how much fertilizer he needs, as he understood how much the area of a grass he has, he needs to multiply the answer of that area of the grass by divide the area of a grass by the meter square which one bag of fertilizer can cover, which is 25. So the answer will be 4.488708042. And as we cannot buy this value, this type of numbers bag from the market, we need to make a whole number. We have to reach to the whole number, so which is, as he needs 5 boxes of fertilizers. So this is how he's going to work out for his garden. So here's one more example for you. As this diagram which I'm going to show you is not drawn accurately, okay, so what we're going to do here is, as we can see, it's the diagram shows a shape which is a compounded shape, as the compounded shape are the shape which is made by combining two different shapes. Now work out the area of the shape. As we know, it's a compounded shape, so we need to split the shape into two. So let's divide its shape to the two equal parts. So one is my square, another one is my triangle. Now let's give them a name. My area means area A or area B. Now if we see, now we have two shapes. Let's work for the shape A first. So shape A, length times width 90, because 9 centimeter times 10 centimeter. Then area of a shape B, which is my triangle, it's going to be half times B times H, and this is my value, okay, and the answer will be 21. Now the total area which I have to find out is, the area of the whole shape will be A plus B. So 90 plus 21 is going to give me 111 centimeters square. So this is how we need to work out for these kind of questions given. Sometimes students get so confused like with how to answer these questions. Remember, the information which is given to you, apart from that, you have to use your prior knowledge about the shapes and polygons and the area and perimeters. So please be careful while answering these questions. Thank you for watching again. We hope you found this video informative and helpful. And remember to always break down the problems, use logic and critical thinking, and check your work. Practice makes perfect, so don't be afraid to tackle similar problems and keep honing your problem solving skills. If you have any further question or need help with the specific problems, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. And thanks again. We'll see you again in our next video.